My name is Karyna Gladkevych. I am a junior in high school and I am participating in the Makeable Challenge, a challenge in which the participants choose a target user with a disability and they try to make a device to make their lives easier. For my device, I decided to make something that I called the Graphite finger. I began the challenge by identifying the target user, a man named Mr. Schaefer, who about a year ago lost 4 of his fingers on his dominant hand in an unfortunate accident in his woodshop. Our class performed an interview asking him questions such as his hobbies, what he has trouble doing, and how he's adapted. During the interview, we made a plaster cast for his hand. We also made a 3D model which didn't work too well, so we primarily used the cast. He said some of his hobbies included fly fishing and woodworking. He said that he had the most trouble with grip, holding a pencil for writing, and holding a hammer. Our first task was to make a collection of different ideas of assistive devices to help him. We then discussed as a class about different concepts and what ideas each of us had for the project. He said he had trouble with holding a pencil when he's trying to use a tape measure in his woodshop. So I decided to make a cap that went on his finger that had retractable graphite. That way he could just put it on his finger and make marks while he worked. I created a couple sketches on what I wanted my product to look like and the mechanism that I wanted to put in the retractable graphite finger. I decided to make the graphite finger cap for my own finger and then go from there. I modeled my first design, exported it into Cura, and printed it. The idea that I had didn't work at all, and when our class had another discussion, they brought up a couple questions I hadn't thought about. Second iteration didn't work either, so I made a third model and the third print. After modeling my idea many different times and having to reprint each model, I finally got a result that I liked. I also modeled and printed a small box for the graphite where the user could just cut off however much they needed and glue it onto the model. Mr. Schaefer came in after some time and we brought our prototypes and ideas to him, and he gave us some advice on what he liked and what we should change to make the design better. When I tried out my prototype and tried writing with it, I found out that I had to put my finger at an almost 90-degree angle in order for the graphite to work, so it wasn't very effective. So I went back to reiterate using the same design but adding a cone on the top so that it would be better to see and be more comfortable to write with. The final product was a hollow cylinder with a cone on the top and a hole for the graphite, and the way it retracts is with threads.